When it comes to snakes, we need to see them for who they are. Predators. Things that sit around in the grass, hiding things beneath their gum. They're not friends. They're not something we should hang out with. But I think when it comes to society, we see these animals and we see these people and we think, oh, well, they didn't bite me. They were nice to me. I can have a conversation with them. They like me. And it's like, no, at the end of the day, a predator is going to do what a predator is supposed to do. It's going to search out its prey and it's going to attack eventually. One day, as you're prancing around these people, thinking that you're invincible and thinking you have the exception out of all the people that have came in encounter with this person, you're not. The reason you have not been the prey is because they're still using you for whatever reason they're using you for. In the moment you become nothing to them, you will become every other person that came in contact with them. The sad thing about it is we see stripes and we think that they are so beautiful and so amazing, and we get so in awe of the fur or the coat of a tiger and not realize that at the end of the day, that tiger is going to be a tiger. It doesn't matter how beautiful his stripes are. It doesn't matter how strong or how much he smiles at me. He will do what he has to do at the end of the day. Now, we could walk around and be oblivious to these predators, but us as prey need to know that they exist and that they are out here. And if you know you are walking around someone that is going to use you and that is fake and two-faced and has every much ill intent for you, you need to drop them and leave them there where they stand. So many of us think once we realize a tiger is a tiger, we have this advantage over them as the prey. Like, oh, now that I know you're the tiger, I have this advantage that, oh, I know I'm not going to let you play me. I'm not going to let you do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, no, they're still going to do something. They're still going to be fake and they're still going to push you over no matter if you know or not. And we get so mad, so upset, so hurt when we go to people and we be like, wow, you really didn't like me. Like, oh, wow, you really don't like me. Like, I'm the problem. And then we start questioning ourselves like, oh, so what is it that I did to be such a bad person? And then you're constantly trying to fix yourself to be a better snack for your predator. And it's like, no. Honey, sometimes snakes are just snakes. So when we think it's us, it's not even you. It's not your auntie, it's not your mama, it's not your sister, it's not your girlfriend down the street. When a snake is hungry, it's going to eat. And it doesn't matter if you're black, blue, yellow, gray, green, or orange. If they see you as a meal, they will eat you as a meal. Doesn't matter if you're a T-bone steak or a McRib from McDonald's. They will use and play and eat you when they're ready. So stop walking around this earth thinking that you're constantly the problem. Stop walking around thinking that you did something wrong or you're the bad person. There's just some people out here that just don't give a fuck about others. There's just people in humanity that just walk around so heartless and cold and carefree that not one part in your relationship they thought about your feelings or your goals or who you are. They thought about their personal gain, what they can use you as a leg up. So don't ever sit and wonder, am I the problem? They're just a snake. And I understand they might perceive to be caterpillars that will eventually turn into butterflies and be something that is not lethal. But Every predator can be docile. Every predator has control, has plan, has strategy. And if we constantly keep looking at snakes as worms in the grass, you will get bitten every single time. And quite frankly, I'm keeping my grass low. And I'm tired of the fake people that walk into everyone's lives and cause this disturbance and then just decides to walk out. And for what reason? Jealousy? Because you don't like me? Because you felt like you could get an opportunity out of me or you could use me? No. The moment you realize a lot of the things that people do don't need to be done, it's saddening and it's sick. And it's like you can't be mad at these people for being who they are, because at the end of the day, no one asks to be born as a tiger or a snake or as a predator. I didn't ask to be born as a prey either. But I sure in hell knows when it comes to life and people, I know how to come correct and I know how to act right. Just because you see somebody as something that you can take advantage of does not mean you should take advantage of them. Just because you think somebody is an easy target does not mean you should use them. And to this day, there are people walking around with the audacity that they can be messy. And they can be these big bad wolves. And for what? What inside you rests so deep that you just want to cause pain in someone's life? So I come on here and I tell you and I say, if you see a fucking snake, see it as a snake and stop looking at these people and these creatures as something that can be your best friend or something that you can change or fix or love, because they won't love you back and they won't care for you and they won't hold you and they won't protect you, or something that you can trust. You can't trust them. And the sad thing about it is that no one wants to look at everybody that comes into their life with a side eye. And no one wants to look at these people and think, are you going to play me? Are you going to use me? But honey, we got to. We got to. Because if we don't start seeing these butterflies as bats, we will cut ourselves deeper every single time than they will ever even have the chance to get their claws in us. Because I'm not mad that you are the way you are. I'm mad that I didn't see it before. And I'm mad that I allow myself to allow you to be in my space for the period of time you were. And I allowed you to do the things that you did for your benefit, while I thought I was getting gain out of friendship and love and trust. You were seeing me as an opportunity. And we as people need to not allow that anymore. No longer love somebody more than they will ever love you. Go into every playing field, regardless if it's business, friendship, family, acquaintance, co-worker. Go into every aspect of your life and give the exact same energy as the people are giving you. And I promise you, the moment you do that, you will realize how much somebody really loves you. You will realize how much you were giving out to these people that didn't even reciprocate back. So I ask you to vow to yourself, to look at yourself and to choose you, and to know that you are no longer a person or a vessel that can be used and taken advantage of. And you're not something fragile and little. And you can still have a kind and big heart, but you choose who you give it to and who is around you when you share the love inside of you. Walk this earth giving the same energy that everybody that you encounter gives back to you. We're not in a time where we could take any more heartbreak. We're not living in a time where we could take any more pain, any more tears. We're living in a time where everyone and anyone needs to be a boss. Whether you decide to go at it the wrong way or the right way, it does not matter. But you need to know that we're no longer living in a world where people can use us and take advantage of us and sit back and laugh as our lives crumble because we thought that we had genuine, loving people around. No. Protect your energy, protect your heart, and know your worth. Peace.